Hi. Today is March 15th, 2012. We're here today to have a talk and a discussion about being friends, being a quadriplegic, trying to be able to understand how life is for everybody in certain circumstances. And we are blessed to have in our presence, well, like my best friend and a lot of people's friends, Jeff. Jeff, how you doing?
Hey, not bad.
Thanks. So I was thinking about, I was just talking with Jeff, and he was showing me that he has a bicep and no tricep and no wrist movement that he can move back. It deals with gravity, and he showed me this hand grab that he could pick up anything with. And what's it called, Jeff?
I wouldn't say anything. It's called the tenodesis grasp, and it's all about the wrist. Just this movement, and it closes.
It like closes the thumb to the fingers.
You can pick up little things like paper and.
Let's have an example. An example would be the remote control for the television.
Get my hands on it, and then I give it the wrist movement, and then to drop it, I just let it go.
Yeah.
But I put my fingers around it, and then I do the wrist action, and I can hold it. And that's how it works. It's called the tenodesis grasp.
Yeah, that's very cool.
And bear cans work very well too.
That's obviously. Let's think. Some other things that are I'm wondering about, like you seem to be able to move your back and forth, like leaning forward a little bit. Like you can lean forward.
Well,
like, how do you pull yourself back? Like,
I got
what
a
part
big
of your body?
stomach, right?
Yeah.
Check this out. I take a very big breath. It blows my stomach up and pushes me back. That's how it works.
Really? So there's no back muscle that's lifting you up?
No back muscles, all air in my stomach. Like,
really? Wow.
Maybe I'll scoot back, you know.
That's remarkable. That's just
head
a remarkable thing.
But that's how that works.
Yeah. Now, I also see you had an injury to your neck. You're still your head is still upright and you're still moving it. So there are still muscles, there are still bones, there's still connective tissue inside of your neck that still operates. Yeah. Correct?
I think I have all of them. I did lose some radius on the way I can turn my head. I don't have as much flexibility. I can't turn my head as far as a normal.
No, don't worry. A lot of people can't really turn their heads.
Because I lost a little movement with the breaking of my neck. They put some bones in there, and I've never worked the same since. But it works good enough. I got a pretty solid neck.
No, your head's you've got great posture. You've got great posture.
Come on.
No, it's great. I'm serious. Okay, so something else that it's evident if you see Jeff and you talk to him is the fact that there's a scar on your neck. It's visible through T-shirts and things because it's a little bit higher. Can you? I mean,
I get the trichotomy scar, and I have the scar right over here somewhere.
What did the trichotomy? Did it happen at the accident? Was that like
I had pneumonia when I first got it because I was laying down too long, and I wasn't moving. Plus, I was a heavy smoker at the time. I think that might have had something to do with it. But I was laying down too long, and I wasn't moving, and I got pneumonia, you know, and I had the trach. That was one of the ending procedures to having it. I couldn't talk, eat, drink, and nothing for like a month and a half. It was a nightmare.
So how did you communicate for a month and a half?
Really, this is how I did it. My eyes. I had hose in my mouth too, like this kind of.
I can imagine something that's like feeding you because you can't feed yourself.
No, that was my air tube. It went.
Oh, okay.
And I had the halo on, and screws in my head.
Do you have the halo here?
Yeah.
Can I show the halo to people?
Can,
all right. I'm going to stand this up. The halo. Can we take a moment instead of just to see this halo? Oh, my phone doesn't fall. That's right. Is it over here?
Mm-hmm.
Is it on the floor?
No, it's on the shelf. It's the black thing that looks like it's from Hellraiser.
I'm looking for that. Oh, I got it. All right. Sorry. My bad. This is this was what was on
My head.
Jeff's head.
And it's got the spikes still.
I don't know if you can see this from
Rolled
here.
into
But
my head.
these are screws that have a
Holding
spike
my head
on the
in
end
traction.
that would be in his skull, and he had that for how long?
3 months.
3 months on his head. That's crazy.
Those bars holding it.
People don't really understand about accidents and how
So I was stuck like this. I couldn't talk. I had holes in my mouth. I got that thing holding my eyebrows, so I can't really do too many facial expressions. And I was communicating with my eyes. My dad was like going through the alphabet, A, B, C, D, and when he came to the letter, I would blink my eyes, and hopefully he'd stop on the right letter. And if he didn't, we'd have to start all over again.
Hey.
And it was insane. What?
Something that I thought of the second that you mentioned your father, the reaction of your parents when the accident happened. Can you describe, like, they must have been horrified. Yes. When you
definitely sucked, but you know what? I was like suicidal. I mean, I bit the hose. I was ready to freaking do it, you know. And I even made the pact because I have a few friends that committed suicide. And my best friend, and I said to myself I would never do that. But it came to that point, and I had the chance, and I was so agitated or whatever, distraught and unbelievably fucking amazed
ridiculous
by my situation. I just bit that hose. It was the air tube in my mouth, and I woke up with a new one. You know, I was like, whoops. But it sucked.
I can not really understand, but I can imagine that it's the most the most insecure, scared position a person can be in their life, physically and emotionally. And I don't hold anything against you for biting that. I mean, man, it sounds like it would suck. Like you'd want to not even have to deal with that.
I remember,
like
all my family, my grandmother, my aunts, my parents, my brother, maybe my ex-girlfriend. I don't even know. They were all there looking at me, and they told me that I just found the news out not too long before, and I was just like, I couldn't even move my head. I was just showing my anger with my eyes and my mouth with a hose in it, going, I can't even take it, you know. And then when they left, I freaking bit the hose and said, I'm gonna bite this hose, and this is it. And I did it, and then the lights, and I passed out. The lights were going off, the alarms are going off, and the next thing you know, I pass out. I wake up, I got a new hose. It's like, son of a bitch. All right, but my dad came in and gave me hope. Seriously, this is the deal. He gave me hope. He said, Jeff, we're gonna, you know, they're doing a lot of research and stuff. You're gonna be all right. You know, who knows? 5 years down the line, they're saying you'll be all right. You know, we're gonna go to Disney World. We're gonna have a good time. We'll still be able to do stuff, and you know, that was comforting words, and that made me feel a lot better. And then, you know, I met other people that were in the chair for a little while, and it was very inspiring to see, like, people that, you know, did it and see how good they're doing. And there was a couple guys I seen, like Mike Bukowski and stuff, doing things good. You know, I mean, he already had a company established before he got in his accident, so he's all right and all, but, like, work-wise, but he was an inspiration, man. You know, it's like, to see that guy, you know, I was just like, if I could be almost like that guy, life isn't so bad. You know, and to see those people, that,
it was an inspiring moment.
Yeah, it gave me, you know, something to work towards, you know, and give me that feeling that I can do it, you know.
I mean, I've always told you that, I mean, for an individual that's had such a traumatic life change, you've come out of it and done an amazing job. I mean, you're going for a master's degree in psychology. You live on your own, and I always think about, and I imagine history for a condition like that, and people, you know, don't make it. You're living a regular person's life. Your biggest concern is, trying to find a girlfriend at the moment, but you just had a girlfriend. So,
That happens.
yeah. So, I mean, so that's remarkable, and that's great. But some more questions about you and how you live and how life is different and how things have changed since the accident. Are there things that you think of on like every day that make you feel like you're like, man, this sucks?
Of course, you know.
I mean, I know that's a general question. I can only imagine.
I mean,
That's just
there's people, you know. I sometimes, I mean, it's not completely true, but sometimes I do feel like, you know, I live in a world where mostly everybody has got more to do than me, you know, or like can do more than me. It's kind of frustrating, but I do have many achievements, you know, that I've been working on.
You
with,
do.
like,
You
my
do.
school,
I look over here
you know,
and I
so-
see this. I see plaques from degrees, and I like sci very noticeable mention for psychology, or organization that has a very strict ruling on what kind of GPA that you can have and background in psychology to even be in. Jeffrey has that certificate. In the Quadriplegic Community College. I'm sorry. It's official. Quadriplegic Community College degree here, and a Worcester State College degree for his bachelor's in science, which should be the second one, which is the higher one. I'm going to adjust that momentarily. But to get back to the question. So, this accident happened, and it's all said and done. When do you first start to think about the person driving the car? That must have come in your mind. You must have said, I fucking hate that guy.
Not really. Guy was a moron. In and out of jail type of guy, you know, I don't know. I took the chance. I don't really hold it against him. I mean, it could have happened to anybody. It was a stupid move, whatever. Way done and over with. There's no reason to, you know, hold that against anybody.
But I'm not talking about right now. I'm not talking about at this moment. I'm talking about when it first happened.
I didn't really.
How did you react? I want to know how you reacted.
I mean, I know it could happen at any time. It's not like you got in a car and said, "We're crashing a car tonight." It was a total accident.
Yeah, no, nobody does that. It's
So,
understandable.
That doesn't bother me. I really never held too much of a grudge on that guy. Once in a while, I might have said like fucking bastard or something, but you know, I never really,
You know, I'd understand like being a little bit jealous.
Somebody that did that, you know, never did anything with himself. I mean, I don't know.